we'll go ahead. And hopefully we'll get a couple more people. And if anyone has questions, feel free. You can just go ahead and share them or raise your hand. I can't see everyone that's raising their hand, but feel free to go ahead and share if you'd like.
I don't see anyone raising their hand yet.
Okay. Or if you have comments, questions, can't guarantee that I'll be able to answer them, but I'll do my best. Go ahead, Dr. Charter, go ahead.
So via email last week, I had submitted my comments around the placement of the oral health provider information, and I don't see those suggestions noted here. Could we talk through that, or how would you advise that we approach that?
Just give me 1 second. I want to find your email. Okay.
Thank you.
Neelam, do you happen to know if OSU got these particular suggestions from Dr. Chaudhry? Because I know they sent us an updated document. I just don't know if those made them in.
Neela may not be able to respond at this time. She's calling members who'd said that they would be here off camera at the moment. So you may need to re-ask her in a minute.
Do we have OSU on the call?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
But the document that Neelam sent out on Friday was a 4th draft.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you looked at that, Dr. Chaudhry, to see if maybe your edits were in there.
No, I think I may have missed that. Let me go back and check that. Great idea. No, I don't think so, because the draft was updated. The 4th draft, I think, was updated December 18th. And then I submitted my comments on December 19th.
Oh, you did. I see that. Okay.
So how can...
I'm sorry, Dr. Chaudhry.
No, please go ahead, Dr. Lieberman.
I was going to a different topic. So why don't you finish where you are?
I think, so how do, it's tough for me to approve this without knowing that my recommended edits have had discourse or are going to be appropriately placed within the document. How would you, Laura, how would you advise, or Neelam, if you're back on, how would you advise, kind of moving forward?
Well, Neelam, I don't know. I can't see if Neelam is back on or not. I'm sending myself a message, so Dr. Chaudhry, I'm forwarding myself your email with your edits again, just to make sure, so I can send them. So Neelam and I can discuss it. I know Deepti's not here, she's out, but we can discuss it with OSU.
Okay. And then so thank you for doing that and your oral health advocacy. As I was reviewing the bullets that you had in the document prior, it caught my attention that there was, potential requests for more funding for GME for primary care providers. I think that would be a really great opportunity to also have that recommendation for oral health providers as well, particularly dentists within our community. And an added component, I'm more than happy to follow up with an additional email, would be to include that that recommendation for dentists as well, or for dental providers.
And what was that to add what?
If you're able to pull up the previous document that you had up, and it was I think down at the maybe fourth from the bottom bullet, it was added recommendations, and then continued funding to support GME slots. So it's fourth from the bottom, number 3, continued funding to support more GME slots for primary care providers. I think it would be also appropriate to note dental care providers there as well. Because as we all know, we have a significant shortage of dentists, period, in Oregon.
Okay.
Would you like me to type that up and send it over?
I already did. I've got it.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Laura. That's all that I have, Dr. Lieberman. Please proceed.
Thanks. And for the record, I'm not technically a doctor, but I appreciate the thought anyway. And apologies, I really haven't had a chance to read this document. I was on vacation until just a few days ago. So, but as I skimmed through the recommendations, I didn't notice anything about traditional health workers. And I'm thinking I might have missed it, but I'm curious about that because it seems like that would be an important category of our workforce to pay attention to. So did I miss a place in the report?
Well, I know the very last bullet of the recommendations, it says other updates that we have received from our subject matter experts, and they do call out traditional health workers. Are you referring to the actual document itself?
I looked through the first many pages of the executive summary and the various recommendations. I skimmed through them. I didn't read them. So that's why I wanted to mention it because, you know, I really can't say that I've read this document in enough detail to make that a focused comment, but I guess maybe it's more of a question.
There is a section, Appendix F in the document on traditional health workers.
Laura, I'm back.
Okay.
I can, yeah, you know, we did include traditional health workers in I think right now you're on the appendix, which
you want me to
has
go to
additional information.
Yeah.
There is a section about traditional health workers. We focused on 10 important provider types critical to achieving health equity. And similar to the last 2 reports, there is a section on traditional health workers. And we also consulted with the OHA Traditional Health Worker Program in developing that section.
Great, thank you. Can you point me towards more or less a page range where I can find it?
Yeah. Hold on one second. I will pull up the report and I will let you know where you can find that information. It's in a few different places. There's an executive summary that includes some of the key findings and recommendations, as well as then a separate section, and then also that appendix that Laura, I think Laura, you were on your screen, right? You had up as well.
Did. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Neil. And apologies for not having read this in any detail before coming into the meeting.
No, I know it's a lengthy report. And I appreciate you being on this call. I'm wondering, Laura, since we don't have quorum, would we want to try to have another special meeting in the new year?
Right. Yeah, we'll have to do that. In the meantime, Neelam, maybe you and I could get together and see if we can talk to OSU.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah. I missed some of the comments because I was trying to call some of the missing members.
No, and that's okay.
I heard you, Dr. Chowdhury, asking about your comments. I know you had emailed some comments and those were forwarded to OSU for inclusion in the report.
Yeah. They did this, it looks like on the 18th, Neelam, and he sent us his comments on the 19th. So I've been making a few notes about things we need to discuss with OSU.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we will do that since we didn't have quorum. Thank you all. I do apologize, but it was good to see everyone virtually. And we will, yes, I already said that. I apologize. Sorry, I feel bad, you guys. But thanks for coming anyway, and we will we'll set up another special meeting and we'll be in touch with everybody. I wish I could say I'm gonna have coffee and cookies for you guys at lunchtime, but we can't do that on Zoom, obviously. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I was looking at Kim's comment. Okay. All right. It is 12:23.
Do you need me to set up a doodle poll potentially for a new meeting date?
Let's talk about it, Jessica, because
Yeah, okay.
I don't, it's hard. It's hard. Either way we do it, it's gonna be hard, but we'll find a day. But I appreciate the offer. Thank you. Okay. With that, we'll go ahead and adjourn. I think you can stop recording, Jessica, and we'll be in touch. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and